Hello, my dear friend. I hope you are doing great. Welcome back to my channel. If you have not subscribed it, please subscribe it. Press the bell icon. Hit the like button also. Friends, as you know, we have already covered up to Vice President lecture. Now I am going to start about the Prime Minister and Council of Minister. As you know, it plays a very significant role for the our governance part because President is a nominal head of the our constitution. Means president plays a only like by nominal or he is acting as a by name on the name of the president. Each and every task is done by the prime minister and council of minister. Even like we have discussed about the article 74 also, and it talks about the that it is the binding of the president to like act as per the advice aid and advice of the council of minister headed by the prime minister. And it was not a provision of the like constitution, and it amended in the 1976 42nd constitution amendment act amended this type of provision in the constitution itself, because there were so many conflict between the prime minister and president. And even at the time of the Nehru, or then at the time of the our first prime that Dr. Rajendra Prasad first president, there was a conflict of regarding that powers and authority of the legislation and all the things. But after 42nd constitution amendment act, there was a provision that president has to act according to the aid and advice of the council of minister. Even like a 44th constitution amendment act in 1978, it brings some changes that the power of the reconsideration or resend the bill in the legislation, this power provided by the 44th constitution amendment act 1978. And it is mentioned in the article 75 that prime minister is one who is appointed by the president. Means here in this case only president enjoy the discretionary power, because whenever we are appointing council of minister, that president have to act aid and advice of the prime minister. But as per the as for the selection of nomination of the prime minister, it is the total discretion of the president. But if I would talk about the discretion of the president, then you would say, sir, how can it possible? Because generally whenever like a party came into the majority, or then only the president is appointing the same like a prime minister. But here there is a case in different manner. Like if any party is not able to accrue majority in the Lok Sabha election, or any party is not able to act coalition, then the president discretion would play a role. He would appoint a person as is a president, as a prime minister, he would consider fit for that post. After that, the prime minister or the candidate have to prove his majority in the Lok Sabha. Then only he would able to run the government on the basis of the like position provided by the president. This is the place, or this is the time when president discretion would work. We have to keep this thing in mind, because nobody is there to aid and advise president in the selection or in the nomination of the prime minister. Next, if I would talk about that there is the two part of the parliament, like Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and president also integral part of our parliament. And even like we are following the parliament form of the government. In parliament form of the government, prime minister and the council of minister plays a very significant role, because if I would talk about the president, it would, or he would act as the de facto, de jure. He would act as a nominal head, or we are calling it de jure, de jure. And if I will talk about the prime minister, then it would act as a de facto. Means he is the, in fact, he is the really commander of the all and rural regulation in India. And further we will talk about the let's suppose in the 2014 election, 2004 election, there was a no majority in the Lok Sabha election. Means no party was able to accrue 272 plus vote in the Lok Sabha election. Then that point of time, that our like Congress party, or we can say that UPA government, United Progressive Alliance, means there was a alliance between the Congress and the some like small party, and they came up with the proposal, yes, we want to form government. Then that point of time, that Manmohan Singh was the chosen or nominated by the president as a prime minister, and like he was belonging to the Rajya Sabha. We have to keep this thing in mind. But in the 2014 election, the like BJP came up with the 282 votes, and that point of time it was the like compulsion on the president, then he has to nominate like Modi as a prime minister. And already I have told you when the discretionary power would work, when no party would able to make government on the majority basis. And we have to keep this like some points in our mind, like whatever like advice tendered or retendered by the Council of Ministers to the president would not be inquired in any court of law. We have to keep this thing in mind, that sometimes the so many cases filed in the court itself, Supreme Court, how like a Council of Minister like tendering any advice to the president, means that is not inquired, or that not be questioned any court of law. This thing we have to keep in mind. This is the first important point. Even like these all things are belonging to the preliminary examination, mains examination, and interview perspective also. And the second point, that Council of Minister is collective responsible to the Lok Sabha. The Council of Minister is collective responsible to the Lok Sabha. Means they have to, each and every time, they have to responsible to the Lok Sabha. If they are not like able to accrue, or they are not able to gather the confidence of the people, they have to give resignation to the Prime Minister or President. Next, that no provision in the constitution which make president responsible to the parliament. Means Council of Minister is responsible to the Lok Sabha, but here nothing is binding on the president that would bind him to responsible for the parliament or Lok Sabha. And next point is that total number of the minister, prime minister, and plus council of ministers, means including prime minister, shall not be exceed 50% of the total MP. Means 50% would be there. If total MP is there, then 50% of the minister would act as a council of minister headed by the prime minister. This is the total strength mentioned after the 91st Constitution Amendment Act, which came into existence in 2003. This is the like most valuable point. You have to keep this thing in your mind, then only you would able to tick the right question in the preliminary examination. And even that point of time, Atal Bihari Vajpayee government was there, because we have fixed that minimum number of council of minister would be 12 fixed. And but there are some exception, like some small state like Mizoram, Goa, they are having minimum number of 7 council of minister, and maximum they can have up to 15%. And we have to keep this thing in mind, that Delhi is having 10 MPs, that is fixed, 10 council of ministers and MP. Like you would ask me that how like such type of amendment happened in the constitution in the 2003 when the Atal Bihari Vajpayee government was there. Because if there would be number of council of minister in the government, then it would be burden on the government exchequer, because they have to maintain the bungalow, their luxury vintage car, and they have to give salary also, and that would be overburden, and each and every person like would nagging behind the ministerial post. Then it would very typical for the government to manage all the expenditure within the parliament itself. Then that's why that in the 2003 our government came up with this type of legislation. And if even like a tenure is not mentioned, because if I would talk about the council of minister, the tenure of the council of minister is not fixed in the constitution. Means they can remain in the office on the doctrine of the pleasure. Doctrine of pleasure means till the time president would be in the consideration that they are the fit for the position, they would remain in the office. Otherwise, it may turn around, or that like a prime minister is saying that that person is not fit for the post and he is doing misbehaving with the people, then definitely on the advice of the prime minister, the president can like remove the council of minister from his post, his or her post. Now talk about the oath and affirmation, that before a minister enters upon his office, the president shall administer to him oath of office. Oath of office along with the oath, that oath of secrecy also, because this is mentioned in the schedule 7 of our constitution, and in the further lecture I would totally explain about the schedule of the Indian constitution. For your knowledge, right now I am covering that oath of the secrecy is also tendered by the president to the council of minister, and oath of office also. These are the two oaths like giving by, or they are like swearing in at time of the joining council of minister office. And if not member for then 6 months, then cease to be minister. Means if you are not able to, if you are not a member for Lok Sabha and you are not a member of the Rajya Sabha, then automatically you may appointed as a minister also, but with this there is a condition: within the 6 months you have to take your position, or you have to get elected or nominated by the Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha, then only you would act as a minister for the further tenure. And I want to reiterate some important points here, that parliament by law can decide salary of the council of minister mentioned in the second schedule. Means even so many protests happened in the India itself, and people so many critics are saying that in India how can it possible that they are deciding their salary, that legislator is deciding their salary, how can it possible? But still we are following this type of norms, that in the parliament they have made law, and we are following the same procedure, that they are deciding their salary. That now I am going to talk about the collective and individual responsibility of the council of ministers. Collective and individual. The first example of the collective responsibility: if prime minister plus council of minister not in majority, then they have to resign. Means they are not able to prove their majority on the floor of the Lok Sabha, then they have to resign automatically. This is the collective responsibility of the prime minister and council of minister. And if any prime minister dies, or he may resign from his office, then all the council of minister have renounce their post or minister post. Means they would swim together or they will sink together. This is the provision of the collective responsibility of the council of minister. And if there is a censure motion against any minister, that if opposition is able to prove that censure motion against the council of minister, definitely automatically all council of minister and headed by the prime minister have to renounce their post and their position. This is the, you may say that it is the collective responsibility or drawback of the collective responsibility of the our parliamentary system. And if a bill and any policy, all have to give assent. Means even I want to reiterate one previous example for that situation. In the previous time that Jawaharlal Nehru came up with this type of Hindu bill, and Bhimrao Ambedkar that point of time Bhimrao Ambedkar were not consent with this type of bill, although he was a proponent of the Hindu bill, but even some provision of that rule or bill was not according to the Bhimrao Ambedkar, and that point of time he was not agree. But due to our convention, or he has to give resignation because he was not in the favor of this such type of bill. This is the drawbacks, you can say, for the collective responsibility of the council of minister. Even you can take example of the Sabano case, that in the Muslim personal law, a person have to give only 3 months compensation or illumination to the ladies. Means if a person is giving divorce to his lady, then he has to give only 3 months compensation for that lady in the according to the Muslim personal law. And that point of time, like our Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi came up with this such type of legislation, that they would allow to get compensation for the longer period or lifelong as per the like Hindu law. But that point of time, Arif Muhammad Khan was a minister in his council, and he was not in the favor of the such type of law. That point of time, he has to give his resignation. This is the like example you can quote in the mains examination. That is the collective responsibility of the Lok Sabha. And even 1986, that was a period, that point of time such type of bill came into the existence. And individual, if I would talk about the individual minister that responsible to the president, individually that collective responsibility to the Lok Sabha, but individually is responsible to the president. Means if he loses the pleasure of the president, automatically he would remove from the post. Means till the time president would be happy from that person, till the time he would remain in his office. That is the individual responsibility of the council of minister. And even like if any department is allotted to any person, such a point of time, president can ask or can call that individual minister from like his office and to his office. Then that point of time he can ask, yes, you were busy in such type of task, or you were busy to execute such type of policy, up to what extent you have made success to implement such type of things. This is the individual responsibility of the council of minister to the president. Here I want to mention some important, some you might have heard in the like during election time in the newspaper or in the TV. You may be little bit confused regarding that what is the council of minister, what is the cabinet. Now I am going to like eradicate all your doubts, and you are here, you would after that you would definitely confident regarding the listening or reading the news related to the election. Generally when we are talking about, if I all the things I would teach you in the mathematical forms. Here is a set, like we can say it council of minister. Council of ministers is a big set. Under this cabinet would be there. Means cabinet is a small subset of the council of minister. Means already this thing came into existence regarding 91st constitution amendment act 2003, and that we have the strength of the council of ministers is 50% of the Lok Sabha members. Here you would find that you might have seen along with the person post, you heard that he is cabinet minister. Means whenever the allocation process is conducting, they are mentioning that person is allotted with the cabinet minister post. And you might have heard something like ministry of states. Sometimes you have seen that independent charge with like minister of states with independent charge. Sometimes you have seen like deputy minister post also. First of all, I want to tell you that what is the cabinet minister. Already I have told you that council of minister is the 50% of the Lok Sabha members, and cabinet minister is the subset of that, because it is impossible to accrue all the people assent on certain things. That's why that our government made such type of provision that they would nominate some type like a group of people among the council of ministers, so that they can do or they can take fast decision for any legislation or any bill. Because sometimes you would say, yes, it is very good, because if there would be so many people, then more deliberation and more exact thing would come out. But sometimes it may be revert back also, because if number of people would be there, we would give attention each and every person's suggestion, then it would be very typical to come out on centered or one conclusion. That's why like we are having a small quantity among the council of minister as a cabinet. That is the cabinet explanation totally. Now let's jump to the even like they are like in charge of the whole minister. Cabinet means if I would talk about the minister of finance, that comes under the Nirmala Sitharaman, and that is the cabinet minister. And under the like ministry there are so many sub ministries also. Like if I would take a example of the home minister, that Amit Shah, and he is the cabinet minister, but number of the departments comes under the home ministry. That department of homes, department of the office language, department of the states, or department of the internal security. Such type of departments comes under the ministry of home. Means that is the ministry of states. Means the person who is responsible for the different departments. Like if department of home, then there would be one particular minister that is called ministry of states. Means we have to keep this in mind that he would consider or she would consider as a ministry of state. He would head it by the department of home or department of internal security maintained by the different minister, and that he or she would consider as a ministry of states. I hope I am able to make you understand. And that further we are talking about the ministry of state independent charge, because sometimes it happens because in the prime minister having so many ministry along with him, he kept like a ministry of public grievances. He may keep all like a ministry along with him. Then he want to like he want to train any council of minister, any minister under him, then he will keep ministry along with him. The like prime minister would keep ministry along with him, and he would train that person in under his like supervision. If I will take example of the Sachin Pilot, he was a ministry of state independent charge. Means he would take decision independently under the direct control of the prime minister. He may be like given responsibilities because in the future he would upgrade himself as the post of the cabinet minister, but for some time like it can be say provision period, and that's why the prime minister giving that person ministry of state independent charge. Please keep this thing in mind. Reporting authority for the ministry of state independent charge would not be cabinet minister. He would directly comes under the prime minister. This is the special difference between the ministry of state and ministry of state independent charge. Now let's move to the further. The deputy, you would find that deputy minister also, because if any department and ministry is very big or it is very typical to manage all the chores of the ministry, then we are like as a like subordinate or as a like supplementary thing. How can it possible? Because sometimes minister would like fell sick, sometimes he would not present at that point of time. He would that deputy minister would act as a minister of that post. That's why we are like providing deputy minister post also for that department. Now like you might have heard several times cabinet, but that was not a part of the constitution. Earlier we were following the norms, but in the 1978 itself we included cabinet term, because that point of time in the 1976 emergency came into the existence on the by just verbal saying of the Indira Gandhi, and 1978 we included in the like in the our constitution itself. Yes, the all the emergency would be tendered by the cabinet minister on the in the writing itself. That point of time we included the cabinet term in our constitution. Please keep this thing in your mind. It can be perspective question for the preliminary examination. Now I am going to talk about the kitchen cabinet. You might have heard several times the kitchen cabinet. What is the? It is an informal body. Means we have not formalized such type of body, and it like a generally we are talking about the kitchen cabinet is where the formation or the policy cooked. That's why we are like considering or saying it kitchen cabinet. These are the like a small number of cabinet ministers. They are like gathered specifically for any type of legislation. And already like we have borrowed such type of like policy from the UK. We have imitated or replicating the UK model of the government. Now I am going to jump to the cabinet committee, because sometimes government take decision unilaterally also, means they would not consideration or they would not pay heed to the any opposition government. Even like in the previous parliament session, they have done like so many unilaterally decision, like a farms laws. There was no huge amount or there was no much deliberation on such type of, and that is the like very bad thing for our democracy, because there should be deliberation over the any rule and regulation, then only they come up with this such type of legislation. And even like citizenship amendment act also was like the people were in the uproar or people were in the protesting against them. That's why the you might have seen in the data 2014 and 19 that very less or few legislation were deliberated in the parliament committee. That cabinet committee is like extra constitutional devices, and they are mentioned in the rule of business of the parliament itself. And what are the type of the committee that we are having? That standing committee and ad hoc committee. Ad hoc committee means they are forming the committee for the particular period. Like if committee on war, we would talk about the that point of time they were together for the deliberation of the war strategy, and they came up with the ad hoc committee. Right now we are having 8 cabinet committee, and tomorrow we will discuss about the cabinet committee. That is all for today. And please, if you are liking my initiative, please share my video among your friends. And friends, I want to tell you, you would not find such type of like very full or elaborated lectures anywhere, because all the teachers are providing lectures in the crisp form, and because they want to publicize their channels. But I am not doing such type of things. I want to teach you, or I want to even like I'm learning also by talking with you peoples. And please keep this thing in mind, this is the totally paid lecture I am providing within the free amount. Please support my video. Thanks for watching. Bye.